coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Watson.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Patriots take over. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. It's Michel. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's taken down.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
12-yard line. A gain of
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Bernard McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A 14-yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
7 yards.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Watson. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And Stills over the middle. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 44 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Whitney Merciless merciless. In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Man in the middle, and it's complete. Now he'll go down, but now before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Watson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. On 2nd and a yard. Watson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Patriots 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. That's down 4th down after the incompletion. It'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Cam going to get this into the hands of Michel. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Texans' 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, this is Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Newton. To Michel on the screen. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
16 yards.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3 at the 22-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off-play action. Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And they will run it with Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
He's got daylight. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Texans 14, Patriots 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After the run, Watson going to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a first down throw, Watson. Now they go screen, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson, off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's caught, Stills, right side. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Newton hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He's at the 30.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Complete to
Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive, get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And this will complete to Will Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 41. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Watson on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Watson. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
It's a gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
2nd and long.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Patriots.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Because it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. John Simon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Eluding the pressure right. And a pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Logan Ryan. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michel. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Phillips. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The score, Patriots 26, Texans 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up what's happening in the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New England, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.